Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub. 2025, that bike is still the Harley-Davidson Iron 883. Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub, where today we're diving deep into the gritty, minimalist spirit of one of Harley's most iconic machines. If you're the kind of rider who values heritage, stripped-back attitude, and that unmistakable V-twin rumble, then keep watching, because the 2025 Iron 883 might just be your next ride. Let's kick things off with what defines the Iron 883, not just for 2025, but in the lineage of Harley's Sportster family. It's raw, it's real, and it's the kind of motorcycle that feels like an extension of yourself. First introduced in 2009, the Iron 883 helped revitalize Harley's appeal to younger, urban riders. It was edgy, lean, and most importantly, affordable. Fast forward to 2025, and while the platform hasn't changed dramatically, Harley has refined it just enough to keep the bike feeling relevant without diluting its authenticity. Underneath that blacked-out skin, the Iron 883 still runs the tried-and-true air-cooled 883 cubic centimeters Evolution V-twin engine. Now, in 2025, emissions regulations have forced Harley to tweak the fuel mapping and exhaust system slightly, but the spirit of that motor remains completely intact. You get about 51 horsepower and 54 pound-feet of torque, numbers that might not seem mind-blowing on paper, but remember, this bike is about character, not racing the stopwatch. Twist the throttle, and the torque comes in low and strong, pushing you forward with that signature Harley throb. It's a visceral experience, almost analog in a world of digital distractions. Paired with a 5-speed transmission and belt final drive, the Iron 883 delivers its power with simplicity and smoothness. Gear shifts are solid and mechanical, just the way Harley riders like them. There's no quickshifter, no ride modes, no traction control. And honestly, that's part of its charm. This bike is for riders who want to feel everything: the road, the vibrations, the weight of the machine. It's about being present in the ride, not disconnected by electronics. Now let's talk about design, because that's where the Iron 883 earns its name. True to its Iron moniker, the bike feels like it's been forged from raw metal and attitude. For 2025, Harley has made subtle refinements: new matte black paint schemes, slightly reshaped rear fender, and a restyled LED headlamp that nods to modernity without abandoning its vintage roots. The drag-style handlebars remain, giving you an aggressive forward lean, while the low solo seat keeps your center of gravity planted close to the pavement. This is a bike that looks like it's moving even when it's standing still. The tank, still the classic peanut-shaped 3.3-gallon unit, is adorned with minimalist badging and pinstriping, a nod to Harley's custom culture. This year, they've introduced a new dark whiskey colorway, which has already become a favorite among purists and custom builders alike. The entire bike sits low and mean, just 25.7 inches off the ground, making it accessible for a wide range of riders, especially those on the shorter side. From a performance standpoint, the Iron 883 is not about cutting apexes or chasing lap times. It's about feel. You get a 39mm front fork, coilover rear shocks with preload adjustability, and 16-inch front and rear wheels wrapped in beefy Michelin Scorcher tires. The ride is firm, almost stiff, but that's the point. It translates the road directly to your spine, and on city streets or backroad cruises, it connects you to the asphalt in a way few other bikes do. It's not the most forgiving suspension setup, but it's honest. You feel every crack, every bump, every patch, and some riders love that. Braking comes via a single disc up front and another at the rear, both equipped with ABS as standard in 2025. The stopping power is adequate, if not mind-blowing, but it gets the job done with predictability and control. And remember, this is not a heavy bike by Harley standards. At 564 pounds wet, it's relatively manageable, especially with the low seat height and compact wheelbase. One thing that's always made the Iron 883 stand out in the Harley lineup is its custom potential. This bike is a blank canvas. Straight from the showroom floor, it's stripped down and bare bones, which makes it ripe for personalization. Whether you're throwing on a new exhaust, swapping out the seat, adding mini 8 bars, or going full bobber mode, the Iron 883 supports whatever vision you have. And in 2025, Harley has leaned into this even more, offering a wider range of factory accessories through their HD1 customization program: bars, seats, pegs, mirrors, and more. All designed to help you make the Iron your own. Riding the Iron 883 is less about outright performance and more about emotional connection. It's a bike that appeals to your senses. The throb of the engine, the scent of burnt gas on cold morning starts, the way the rear wheel kicks out just slightly when you push it hard off the line, it's all very analog, very mechanical, and very satisfying. It forces you to slow down, take in the ride, and appreciate the soul of the machine beneath you. Of course, in today's market, there are faster, more technologically advanced, and arguably more practical bikes in this price range. But that's not the point of the Iron 883. This bike is about timeless cool. It's for the rider who doesn't need bells and whistles to feel the thrill of the road. It's about that classic cruiser stance, the low rumble of an air-cooled twin, and the feeling of stepping back into an era where riding was raw, pure, and personal. Speaking of price, the 2025 Harley-Davidson Iron 883 comes in at around $11,999 depending on your chosen finish and optional accessories. It's still one of the most affordable ways to get into the Harley-Davidson brand, and for many riders, it serves as a gateway to a lifelong obsession. That price point keeps it competitive against mid-sized cruisers from brands like Yamaha, Honda, and Indian, while offering something those bikes often can't replicate: true American cruiser heritage. Now, let's talk about some of the unique selling points of the Iron 883 that make it stand out in a crowded marketplace. First and foremost, there's the legacy. This bike carries the weight of decades of Harley history on its shoulders. It's got that classic Sportster DNA compact frame, peanut tank, air-cooled V-twin, and yet it feels surprisingly modern in its minimalism. The second big point is its accessibility. From newer riders looking for their first real cruiser, to veterans who want a no-nonsense bike with soul, the Iron 883 fits a wide range of riders. Its low seat height, predictable power delivery, and forgiving ergonomics make it easy to hop on and ride, while still offering enough grunt and presence to satisfy seasoned bikers. And let's not forget the sound. Harley has spent years perfecting that iconic V-twin growl, and while the 2025 model does tone it down slightly for emissions compliance, the bike still has that unmistakable Harley bark. It's deep, it's throaty, and it resonates through your chest like a heartbeat. Toss on an aftermarket slip-on or full exhaust and you'll unlock even more of that signature sound, something every Iron owner eventually considers. Lastly, there's the community. Riding an Iron 883 is like wearing a patch that says, "I get it." You're part of a tribe, an unspoken brotherhood of riders who value substance over flash. Whether you're rolling into a local coffee shop, parking it at a bike night, or just wrenching in your garage, this bike draws attention from those who know what it represents. It's not about specs or lap times. It's about attitude. And in that category, the Iron 883 has few equals. So, who is the 2025 Harley-Davidson Iron 883 for? It's for the rider who craves simplicity in an overcomplicated world. And as we wrap things up here at Bike Culture Hub, it's clear that while the 2025 Iron 883 isn't reinventing the wheel, it's polishing the legacy of a true American icon. It's refined just enough to keep up with the times but raw enough to stay loyal to its roots. Thanks for riding along with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss another deep dive from Bike Culture Hub. We've got more bikes, more stories, and more culture coming your way soon. Until next time, ride safe, ride free, and keep that throttle twisted.